Working on this 68 C10 today. It does have an LS3 with a turbo 400. The truck was dropped off with some tuning issues. The owner was complaining about how it ran. I did a remote tune for him over the internet. It helped, but not really. Didn't sort out all his issues, so he decided he wanted to bring me the truck. He lives about an hour away, so no big deal. And I've already found a few issues, but I found a pretty big one I want to show you guys that the engine builder did for this guy. I've already jumped in here and started tearing stuff apart because I work for a living. I don't TikTok for a living. Haha. But one thing he wanted was a new torque converter. That's his old one. I already got it put in and swapped out. But what I noticed was when I went up to turn the crank bolt to turn the engine over, the crank bolt just spun in my hand, like completely loose. I'm like, oh crap, I guess it backed itself out. So I went to tighten it up and it started to get snug and then it spun again. So when I looked inside of the crankshaft snout, there was a bunch of metal shavings and not a whole lot of threads left. This is what can happen when you try to use the stock bolt to draw the crank pulley back on. If you look here, you can see the shading on the bolt, this first inch. That is all of the thread engagement you get when this thing's properly installed. But when you slip that pulley over the hub and then try to draw it on with this bolt, you're only catching the first couple threads. So the proper way to install an LS harmonic balancer is with one of those guys. I keep two of them because sometimes the little balls in the thrust bearing fall out of them. They're kind of cheap, but they do work really well. So that's the right way to install a balancer. But what I'm going to do to fix this is we've got to install a time cert, which is a hell of a lot stronger than a helicoil. I don't have any of that size, but you guys that may not know, a helicoil is a nice little insert. You drill and tap the hole, and then you insert this. This is the helicoil.